Hello, my nose is running underneath this because something in here is making me sneeze. But I gotta show you something. And by the way, you're not my type either. Isn't it funny? But my nose is running. Gotta catch it. Gotta wipe it with my new clean mask. That is cute, but why does it gotta be a big size? Everything I find that I like is in a big size. I hate you. Look. But it's not like this. It's called Pretty Garden. Pretty Garden, but it's an XL. XXL. See? Oh, I can't. Anyway, see, the tag says Pretty Garden, Garden, and it's an XXL, $10. But it's too big, but I like it. But it needs to have sleeves on it, like a little sweater. Every time like all the clothes that God knows I like, the devil makes them an extra because of me choosing to be with Joe and he was heavy set. So you see the irony or the trickery in that. So you see what I'm up against? They got a bunch of sports bras and oversized crap on clearance, and they got an AC/DC. I just kind of kill time. I come in here to kill time. The rest of it anyway. That's cute, but it's in a 1X. And that is $8. Then we got to the right of me, we got Def Leppard. All extra size, extra large, right out west. Janis Joplin. And some kind of flowery terra sky. Let's see what we got over here. The Rolling Stones, the Slip of the Tongue, and the Rodeo Nights. Def Leppard. What's the green one? Oh, we got the Rolling Stones, the Voodoo Lounge. $94.95. North American Tour. Then we got the Queen Tour, $75. That's it. You got the Bowie 97. I like this, but it's too big. Too big. Nah. Too big. We got all the oversized bras, the 40Cs, the XXL, the 40Cs. They're on clearance down here at Walmart, people. Get here. I need a strap to put around the neck of my other bathing suits. That I don't have the neck strap. And I need a pair of brown panties. I could use that. But I don't have $10 right now. Or $11.98 rather. I don't have it. I do, but I don't. I need to save it to survive this month. And to put into my car because I have to do my own car repairs. Hey, Luke. Coffee. Luke's. Stars Hollow, Connecticut. Gilmore Girls. Look at that. Then we got the Ouija board. Uh-oh. Now that's fucking crazy. They got a t-shirt with the Ouija board on it. Pointing to the letter S. And then it says G-O. Goodbye. Thanks. So that's pointing to the S. Telling me to go. Goodbye. Go fuck yourself. Oops. Whoops. I gotta blow my nose. I gotta wipe my nose. Now see, they have something I like, but I don't like. See, that's a nice color green bathing suit by by Time and True. But the thing is, I can't hold the apple I got. I got an apple, see, for my oatmeal tomorrow. So, but it's $16.98. This one's not in clearance. That's my color, my style. I like it, but I can't afford it. I'm not really happy. I mean, that's kind of cute, but not really. I want the clip in the back. I'll show you if I can see. See, like this. I want the clip. You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. See? Where the fuck is it? God damn it. See? I like that. But not so much of that. They got the lime green. That's cute. But those are extra large. Really, really big. Creative Apparel. Extra large. Too big for me. I'm into that lime green now. I gotta go wipe my nose now. And this mask is all dirty now. I can't wear it. Oh, look at the pink. Look at the pink. I like that. That's cute. They used to have the bikini one. I like that. See, they have like I like that. It looks cool. But it's kind of crazy on the eye, though. It'd be good for the dolphins in the water, though. I like that design, but I don't like the ties on the side. I'm too fat. And I don't like that it doesn't have the thing in the back. I don't like the string bikini. Even though I like the brown and pink together, it looks pretty. And I love this color. But see, I don't like how it's separate. That is kind of nice. But see how these go up too high? I like the cheeky high leg, but I don't like the front, how it goes too far up. Like, it shows too much of the private part. It's too thin. I don't like to show much of my flesh. I like the bikini, but I don't like... And then I was going to get these, but then I realized that they're string tie. But they're too baggy. But they're cute, though. But the winter's coming. This is for summer. So I can't get them. I need winter stuff. I want to go show you one thing. I got my purse right. Okay. I ain't got nothing else to do. I got to show you something else. See, they remodeled in here and spent all this money to turn it into like a really, really classy store. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. Really, really. I got to find the shirts. I think they're over here, right? I don't know if I passed them. No, I think I passed them on the other side. Or no, was it in the other store? I passed them. I gotta go back this way. Hold on. Oh, look at, I like this one. No boundaries. Howdy. I love those kind of shirts. Like this style. But it's not long enough. It's not, I need like an extra, extra large. I like them really large. Like this one's cool. But I like that one better than that. They got Howdy, the Wild Crew, Mickey and Friends. They got the Critter Country Auditorium presents the Wild Crew, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, Donald Duck, Goofy, Pluto, Chippendale. Then they got The Greatest, Billie Eilish. Then they got I'm Literally Just a Ghoul. And then they've got the Stranger Things. And they've got... And they got Snoopy. Oh, and they got the Blueberry season. Now, see, these are nice, but they're too thin. And they're too short. $6.98. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, there they go. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. See, I bought one of these. And guess what the name of it is? The color. Hold on. You see, it says dark cherry. It used to be called mulberry. They had the color mulberry on it the last time they made some, but this is a different. It's a little bit of a darker shade, so that's why they made it dark cherry. Dark cherry. I'm not really into stripes like this, but this is a charcoal stripe. Then they've got the dark brown, which is called Breen, B-R-E-E-N. So that's all they got. I liked the pink when I had it, but I had to throw it out because they messed it all up and made it all itchy and bothersome. But I need another one, but I don't have the money. But I want it darker. I need a darker shade of pink. This is too light for my skin, see? I have that one. I'm not crazy about that color blue. Even though that'll go nice with the pink and the blue would go nice with my pajamas. And then they got the shorts to match. It says Country Gals with the Daisy and Minnie. Daisy Duck and Minnie Mouse. Okay, I'm going. I gotta go. I'm going. Oh, look at it. They got the pants to match, but I don't like the wide legs, man. Jesus. It's cold. The jogging pants are meant to keep you warm, not to oh my God, you people. I wouldn't waste my money on this shit. I'll tell you that. Nope. Levi Strauss. Not even these. Look at this. They're slanted upward. Like, it's called A-line belted shorts. Oh my God. I feel sick. I gotta go eat my ice cream. My tummy is bothering me. My tummy, I've got indigestion because I drank a lot of tea. My tummy hurts. And then I got my apple for tomorrow. I don't buy the bags anymore because they are disgusting. And many of them are bad. Oh, my stomach. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my stomach. Oh, indigestion. That's why I need the ice cream. So it helped my stomach. Whew. God, it's me. Oh my God. I swear if they give me pancreatitis, I swear. Everybody will come down with pancreatitis. What you do to me will be done to you. I don't know if I put in... Oh, okay. I didn't know if I put in an extra number. Thank you, hon. Have a good night. That's a long receipt. That's a long receipt. God, no. Oh, yeah. It's making all these smells are like making me sick. Making me sick to my stomach. Universal crutches. Oh no. Oh, my stomach. Oh my God, my stomach. I've got to eat my ice cream and my kiwi before they go bad. Again. This one says Nebraska. A U-Haul that says Nebraska. Okay. And I can't read what it says. Nah, it's all ripped off. Man. I like reading them. And somebody's shirt or shorts are in the parking lot. Go figure. Where did I park? Where did Mayo park? It's almost time for me to go back to sleep. I love it. Because I don't feel good. I got indigestion and I know it's not going to go away. Because I don't feel like buying bread. And I'm not going to eat. I don't even... Oh, yeah, I did see the... Okay, I did see the post. I gotta wipe my nose and blow my nose. Oh my God. Drink some water. Oh my God. 88 cents for one apple. 88 cents for one apple. Three more days, they're going to take out $21.45 from my gym membership. Then, and I feel like somebody got me all dirty with buggies because I'm itchy. I've got the one on my neck. This one won't, because I haven't used the bleach and the Dawn soap, so they're not going to go away. That one, it's almost, and then a couple more over here. And then I'm getting new ones, like right around here. So that goes to show they got me while I was sleeping. Because I haven't been in the gym all weekend, or the library, so it's been in the car that I've had the windows open. And I gotta wash my face with bleach and Dawn soap. And me carrots are going bad again. I just bought them yesterday. Motherfuckers. Am I going to be able to eat more than 2 out of this bag? 2-pound bag for $1.49? That are going all nasty and slimy already? And if I take them out of the bag, I got to spray around the tote so the buggies don't climb and eat them. that's what I meant to get. A can of green beans. Or I could use the carrots and eat with my... That won't go good with the sauerkraut. It'll go good with my beets. The beets... Then I need some rice, or I could use the pastina. That won't really go well though. Rice is better with the beets. Rice, beets, green beans, and carrots. But I gotta make more spaghetti because my spaghetti sauce is gonna go bad unless I buy a pizza. I really don't want to spend $10 on a pizza. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no good. It's a no good. No good, no good, no good. Y'all no good, y'all no good. You're going soft. Some of them are going soft. That one's still hard. But see, it's weird. The roaches don't eat the kiwi. So that goes to show that something about kiwi that the buggies don't eat. The hairs. So we should look into something like that because I've had these in my car for about a week. And guess what? No bug bites, no caves, no tunnels. They're untouched. And they've been in a container with holes. That's my garlic. And my ginger. Which, this is, oh, you fucking bastard. This is all, and see how the buggies have eaten my ginger? They eat the ginger though, I'll tell you that. I don't have much of this left. I gotta use it up from now on when I buy it. Because the heat, it dries it out. Okay, I'm only eating 2. That one needs to eat. No, I guess I don't. Now I got the kiwi hairs all over me. Ow! I wish I had a banana, because a banana, kiwi, and strawberry taste so good together. And that would help my digestion. And my apple is from my apple and cinnamon oatmeal tomorrow. And then I'll be able to eat also the rest of my spaghetti with my sauce. I gotta take my medicine. Stuffy. My stomach hurts. Oh, I know. There's a strawberry in it. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. Devils. Because Jesus didn't make this. The devils did. So, but thank you. My nose. It was just runny, now it's stuffy. How is everybody doing today? Okay. Oh my God, my nose. Stuffy. Oh shit. I left my ketchup thing in mid there. The bugs were probably eating it. Eating away at it. Hold on, I gotta throw this away. I gotta be careful. I parked all kind of, I'm in the lines, but I'm parked kind of on an angle. This still hurts. Uh-oh! We have little Mr. Spider that just dropped in on me. On my steering wheel. Bye-bye, Mr. Spider. Sorry. I'm not afraid of them. I just don't. I don't like the roaches either. This is like so fucking good, but they're getting kind of soft. So when they start to ripen, they're not as sweet. But my mouth is already watering. I want to try some soursop. I have not had any of that. Still sweet. I don't know. I'm supposed to put it in the ice cream. But it's a pain to cut out of the skin. They say you could eat the skin, but not me. I can't wash it properly. And I wouldn't want those hairs, those fibers in my body, you know? Don't. John, no, I can't wait to make smoothies. 15 people die in a fiery highway. Oh my God. Slow down, people. I got one more YouTube thing I gotta share. And I keep forgetting. But that's gonna touch on another subject, which I gotta talk about. Jano. These help me with my sugar level because they're sweet. I have low sugar, so I need sweet. Natural. Birdies, I can't afford to get bread to feed you today. I fed you at the other Walmart. Or I fed your fellow brothers and sister birdies. I can't afford to do it every day. I don't get food stamps. And even when I got food stamps, I couldn't afford it. But now we got idiots driving, trying to be stupid. Trying. Or being stupid. Dum diddy dum. Why are we coming down with all kind of sickness, infection, disease, disorder, defect, deficiency? Because we're living lives full of sin. 6:10. All right already. I need to eat this ice cream to help. That's not even going to help because I just drank my tea, but it wasn't hot. And the water ain't going to help. The ice water I got isn't going to help push whatever stuck in my tummy. It's stuck like right above my belly button. And the first roll of fat between my belly button and my diaphragm, or right in between my rib cage. It hurts right in there, so it's stuck. Whatever, and up, now I feel it moving. So it's slowly moving down. I need a spoon to eat my ice cream, right? Alright, and then I gotta wash my face with the little bit of water I have left in the gallon of water. And I gotta save the other kiwi for tomorrow. It's starting to kind of go. Yeah. Oh no, not that one. Get ready to return home, people. Garbage bag, get off my handle. Thank you. What was I saying? Get ready to return to the home life. So, you better start learning how to be a wife, a husband, a father, a mother. That just cleared. Now I don't have that air bubble in my tummy no more. That was hurting. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Now, I'm only eating ice cream and kiwi. Kiwi is healthy. But the ice cream was because I had an upset stomach. But it just kind of cleared. But I also drank a lot of tea from yesterday to today. So I had a lot of acid from the tea. The milk helps to kind of level that. Because I didn't want to eat bread. That would have been another thing. And I didn't want to eat. I just finished eating my egg, onion, pepper, and potato. Another strawberry. Holy shit. Wow. Holy molies. But why are we all getting sick? Another little piece of strawberry. Wow, that's 3. Wow. And there's a tiny little piece in this. And wow. What a blessing. Wow, that's the first. Never
had one that big before. Wow. I really hate eating ice cream because it comes from a cow. And because there's so many people in this world and not enough cows, and they're being forced to overproduce to give us milk and cream. Thank you, Jesus. Why are we all sick? Deficient, defect, disorder, mood swings, hormone issues. Why do you think that is? Food. Their lack of, or their lack of the right kind of foods. I never used to eat when I was younger. When I was living on my own and working to live on my own, because my mommy rejected me. And then God, aka the devil, my daddy, goes and puts cats in my path that were homeless outside in the cold. So I started to feed them. With the money I was making to work, that I was working to make to get a home of my own. This was back in 1991, 92, after the incident with my cousin, and after my first boyfriend left me at my aunt's, which he did the right thing. But I never wanted to be with a boyfriend at that age. But because they made me leave foster home, guess what? I just started to drizzle. 6:19. See, can you see the few raindrops? There's like a few raindrops on the windshield. I don't know. Got a strawberry seed in my tooth. There's just a few little raindrops. Like, they're getting more and more. Let's see. 619 represents 1996. My mom's boyfriend who passed away at the age of 69. Also that it's been 19 to 20 years. 2008 to 2025. That's 17 years. 2008 to 2025. That's been 17 years. Going on 18. But I've been homeless for 20. Oh, thank you, Jesus. See, it's starting to rain more. See the drops? The gray cloud is coming above. See? Passing by. Right over me. It's only right over me. What is up with that? Now it's raining more. 6:21. That represents the 6 o'clock hour, breaking dawn 1 and 2 in December. And then the 6 plus 2 is 8. So it represents 12:18. That was when breaking dawn 1 and 2. Well, 1, breaking dawn 1 happened. Okay? I just burped again, so that's a good thing. No more strawberries. It's all just pink, like a very light pink ice cream. Pink to white ice cream. I don't know how people who have gone to school for economics and business how do they think? Because business and economics don't mix. There should be no such thing as economics. Yeah, at least my stomach feels a little bit better. That just did it. Oh. Thank you. The sunshine is still out, but it's like raining. And there's a rainbow! There's a rainbow over Walmart going to the airport. Look at God. You believe that? You see that? Let me see if I can show you. I just gave away my location, but that's okay. I gotta wash my face with bleach and Dawn soap, or my face is not gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse. So, this ain't gonna go away unless I use bleach. Because the cream, I put the cream on and it's not killing the buggy. Because it's still in my skin. It's still burrowed in my skin. I don't think Charlie Kirk is dead. I think it was staged. I don't believe that he's... I wasn't there. But I don't want to believe that he's gone. I hate death. Unless somebody like Richie, my mom's boyfriend, that deserved to die because he was an asshole. He had no heart. But people that have hearts don't need to die. Just because Charlie Kirk didn't... Some people didn't like how he spoke the word. But you got to understand, we're all learning. We're all learning as we go along. And it's called growth. It's called learning. Okay, each and every day we learn. Or we should be learning. My stomach. I don't want to be killing my battery because now the gym is closing in half an hour, the library's closed, and I'm not going to be doing much driving. I wonder if I should prepare because my spaghetti sauce is going to go bad if I don't use it now. And I'm tired of wasting a half a jar of spaghetti sauce. I got gas coming out the other end now from the gas bubble in my stomach. Uh-oh. Okay, I still see the rainbow. Let me see. It's raining a little harder now, but let me see if I can show you. Ah! I don't know if you can see it on the phone. My phone sucks, but you see it? It's like right over by the Walmart thingy. And then it goes over that away. Oh, there's like a double one. I see it. There's a double one, but you can't really see it from this side because of the clouds. But watch, I'll show you when I go over around. Actually, you can a little bit. There is a double rainbow above. I don't know how wide it is, but I'll show you as I go along. You can see it on the other side where it's blue. But you see the rainbow, the double rainbow? See over there, you can see the double rainbow. I hope. I don't know. It's very, very light. That's by the Palm Beach Airport. Well, from my location, that's what it looks like. I don't know if that's where it's actually, but that's in the direction of. So that way. Oops. All right, we will move the carts because somebody is going to, because nobody knows how to put the cart away. So I will do it for them. See, I'm working. I'm just not getting paid for it. Well, I mean, God is paying me, but not enough for the cost of America, for the cost of living in America, that is. I have a phone in my hand, so it's hard to help me, man. You're supposed to help me. Reach out and help. Oh, now you can see it. I can't see because the sun sign. The sun sign. Now you're making me give away my location, man. Look at. Oh, now you can see the double rainbow. I don't know how good it's going to come out on the camera. I have a shitty phone, but hey. I don't know if I'm following it right, but it should be. And then it goes over to the Palm Beach Airport. Then, look at all the garbage. Look at this. You got a flosser. But I gotta rub this in. I gotta show you my shiny headlights. Look at my shiny new headlights, yo. Look at my shiny new headlights. That I put in. Thank you, Jesus. Look at that. I did them. I did that. But I gotta secure this. Because it's not soldered and whatever you want to call it on. So me got to do that. Oh, I just sprained my foot. Like, oh shit.
See, look at, they leave another car right there in the spot. And the thing is right there. It's a spot, one spot over. Look at that. Look at how bright that, I can't get over that. Hold on, I can't see. Look at that rainbow. Can you see that rainbow? I can't see. I can see it with my eye, but I don't know if it could be seen on the phone. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And there's like a double rainbow, like around it. See, you could see like, it's very light, but it's like, it looks like a shadow. And it's going around all the way over there. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm sorry, I'm weird. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm going because I've been in Walmart parking lot for like 4 hours, no, like 3 hours. I left 7-Eleven at like what, 3 o'clock? And it's like, and I left all the hangers in here. Oh well, fuck it. Let them take it. Let them clean it up when it gets in there. Oh, I need new shoelaces for my boots. Because of letting them be without being tied, it has ruined them. And I got more gas in my stomach. I told you. Oh, it hurts. Oh, I hate this. Because they're poisoning me. Okay, what am I gonna make? I gotta eat some carrots. Was that only one kiwi I ate? That was only one kiwi. I gotta eat the other one. And I got something on my shirt. And then I got the kiwi hairs because I'm wearing all black today. Well, for the past 2 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. My stomach. My stomach. Where am I gonna go? You know, you fucktards. Ow. I need to get my spaghetti sauce out because I might have to make some spaghetti to eat the rest of my... I'm thinking. My flanking, like always. My hair still looks okay, but it's not. It's so destroyed. It's fried at the bottom from the curling iron. And I have a lot of breakage. And it's very thin. Even though it looks right here because I got it all pushed up to the front. But it's not. It's very thin. Man arrested for sickening, oh God, whatever, politics. I think freedom of speech is dangerous when you don't, well, when you may not have the full understanding, the full and complete understanding. Nor if you don't use the right approach. Oh, my thumb hurts. I'm telling you people, we're dying. That post I shared about the rigor mortis, whatever this shit is called, it sets in before we die. It's a process. In the living, which isn't really living, we're dying. The rain just stopped, I don't know when. I just noticed it now.
I don't know when it ended. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to guess about 2 minutes ago. 6:34. It's what time is it now? 6:36. So it had to have been about 6:34. 6:33, 6:34. Yep, it stopped. My stomach. Oh, not again. And I gotta eat my other kiwi because the other two are for tomorrow. I gotta make a little bit of spaghetti to eat with my sauce. And I'll cut up a little onion, garlic, and ginger. So I'll do that now. Let me get my sauce out, the one that I used. It's in the box. It's in the back of my tote, in the back seat. Oh, these birds. I fed the birds and they pooped on my car. You see what I get? You see what I get for being nice to the birds? I fed the birds. My bag of oyster crackers from Dollar Tree that were going stale, that I only had a couple handfuls out of, and almost my whole loaf of Cubano bread for 2 days, and half of my Italian bread. Oops, I didn't want to open that window, but oh no, not that one. There we go. Just one thing, Walmart. Hold on, I'm going. I know I've overstayed my stay. I know, you're being nice to me. Guess what? It went bad already. It got moldy in it. You see it? Half a jar. Gone. I might still use it. I might just pour out the moldy part and use the other part. I'm not wasting it. No fuckaroos. I'm gonna use the rest of it. You bet your bottom motherfucking dollars, motherfuckers. I can't afford this shit. I will take out the mold and use the rest of it. Still smells good. I get sick. But still smells like tomato. It doesn't smell like moldy. I guess I must have caught it. It was just a surface. And hey, mold is good for you sometimes, right? Oh shit. Oh, there's a tomato in there. Okay. Yep, me going to use it right now. I don't really want to eat it while it's uncooked though. I want to nuke the spores that are in there. Where's the lid? So me going back to 7-Eleven. So from now on, I gotta make another thing of pasta right after I eat this. When I open up the jar, I gotta use it right away. The next day. Yes, me do's. Even though the jars are only $1.67. So me going to make some more spaghetti. With some of my moldy sauce. I just hope it's... Oh, that's the spoon, okay. It was only on the surface. Oh, maybe not. Well, I just be careful which way I pour it out because there's some mold like near the cover. That's alright. I'll be alright. Me's be alright. I'm gonna eat my other kiwi right now here with you guys. And then I gotta cut up some onion when I go over to 7-Eleven. I'll eat my kiwi. Oh, this one's gonna be a little soft, so it's not gonna be as sweet. It may still be, but it's a little soft. It may still be sweet. still sweet. Mushy too, though. No, it's not sweet. It's just a little bit. See, I'm not manly. I don't eat a big appetite. I had a little bit of my potatoes with egg and onion and green pepper. Aww. The rainbow is dissipating. You only see half of it. It stops like in the middle now. You don't see the whole rainbow. You still see it from the PBA airport. But you don't see it go all the way around. Nope. It stops in the middle. It's soft, it's mushy, but it's still good. For a couple days, I ate chicken and the yellow banana, the plantains. Because I was tired. I was getting tired and I needed energy. And I didn't feel like eating more pasta. But now it's like ripe and it just falls right. I could peel the skin right off almost. Those are the seeds I had in my tooth that were bothering me. The kiwi seeds. I don't even think we're supposed to be eating them. But I do. Somebody else was looking at the rainbow too. I think. Well, she was. But it only goes halfway now. It's like it's less than half. It's it's still really bright from the Palm Beach airport and up, but that's it. It's going down. I don't see it going all the way around you. Nope. It's getting less and less, getting smaller and smaller, shorter and shorter. See, many of you don't believe in God because you don't spend no time out in nature. You're not outside. You're inside doing your own thing. Think that you have to be working a 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 or 11 to 7 or 12 to 8 or whatever shifts you work or the 3 jobs you work or whatever. I know, I've been there. I did it. But even though I was working those 3 jobs or 2 jobs, but working double shifts at one, and then, which was really only like 40 hours at one, then I would work another 20, 22 at another, maybe sometimes it would be 24 hours, depending on if they were busy and they needed extra help. They let me stay an extra hour or so to help out with the busy, you know. Anyway, I finished that already? I couldn't have just finished that whole freaking kiwi already. I didn't throw it out, did I? No, I did finish it. Wow. Wow. Okay, I gotta cut up. I gotta get another onion then. And my garlic. Yeah. Yeah. And some ginger, which I used a little nub. Let's get to garlic. Let's get some garlic. 1, 2 buckle mushroom. 3, 4. Is that the only? Did I use all that garlic already? That other one I bought? That's the other one I bought? Yep. Oh well. I don't know what I'm going to have left of this ginger. Because it's kind of dried out. See, I told you my stomach hurt. Woo, it's dried out. Woo! I'm still going to use it. I don't care. Oh, I was able to cut it out. Oh, cool. I was able to, it's only a thin layer that's kind of dried out. Yay. I could eat the other part. It's too strong. I've eaten it raw before, but it's strong. It's good though. But. Oh, thank you. See, the reason why many of us are sick, for different reasons, we don't eat enough, we don't eat the right things, we don't eat correctly in the proper order. Like for me, I drank a whole bunch of tea today. Okay? And even if I drink a lot of water, I can't drink too much water because then I'll be full and then it'll make my stomach hurt and I'll be like bloated. You're only supposed to drink like 2 ounces, then another 2 ounces. You're supposed to drink little by little after like every sip of food or like every couple of mouthfuls of food. Okay, this is still kind of, I'll use it. This one is like almost completely dead. There was a dead cat in the road today on my way to Walmart. In the lane that I rode in, so I don't know what to ask God or what to say to God right now because I don't really have anything good to say other than the Bible. It's a waste, man. I don't get to use this food in time when I buy it. Because then God sets me up, the devil sets me up to, yeah, it was almost bad. This whole fucking piece of ginger. I can't even cut it. I could cut the good piece out. That's what I'll do. Instead of trying to cut the bad part, I just cut it because it was more bad than good. The buggies make it go bad from digging holes in it, tunnels, and then the heat and the humidity. So I'm throwing most of it out. Even though it was only $1.99, but I threw out a whole bag of it. last time too. And then this time, I've only got to eat like half of it because the majority of it, I'll show you what little bit I save to eat. And the other I got to throw out. See, I got to save. Hold on. That's all I had to throw away because it was all dark and nasty. And this is all I got to save out of it. I gotta cut that part. That's another part that's bad. It's starting to get stringy, but I still use it. Anyways, I'll put that up there. In my little... Because all the other is bad. And I can't really get the other part out. So that's all bad. And then the tip of my knife is bent. I can't show you. I don't know how to show you how it's bent. See, the tip is like upward. It goes upward a little bit, like on an angle. I don't know how I could straighten it back out without cutting myself. Or something, like I just did to my car door. Let's see. There we go. Nope, ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna have to probably make it hot, like if I don't have a lighter, but if I had one, I'd have to burn it to melt it, like to make it like so I can move it back into place. I'm assuming that would work. I don't know. Hey. I'm really doing something. It really doesn't matter, but you can see that way. See how it's bent? Going this way. Oh well. Oh well. I think I bent it when I was trying to open up my, oh, that's what, when I was opening up my, to get the clip out, for the master control, the window master control thingy, control panel. I was trying to get into the clip. Because I couldn't use my hands because of my thumb and then the glass in my finger. So I used my knife and it bent it. So, how do we problem solve when we got people on different sides and people on different mindsets because they want to be in control. They want to take over the world. Everybody wants to rule the world, basically. But they don't even know what's wrong with it. They don't even know what the imbalance is. They don't even know what the issues are that's making all this chaos and making the life become a struggle. And become all that it was not meant and supposed to be. Okay? And someone who is not spiritually awakened completely, they're not going to solve the problems. They think by just by being a black color or a brown color is going to make everything right. No. Not even the white man has everything right. Now, there is people within each of those races that do know the answers because they are somewhat spiritually awakened to an extent. Everybody's on a different level and a different perception because, see, they didn't they didn't follow Jesus completely. They kind of veered away and turned back to their old ways or to their people. They didn't follow Jesus completely, and they didn't see like he saw. They didn't have eyes like him. He kind of tried to get them to see his way, but the only way that people will really see like Jesus are those that die with the truth. Or I should say the ones that not die with the truth, but because there's some people that do know the truth and they die with the truth, but then there's some people that only have half the truth or a quarter of the truth or 75%, 3/4, or whatever, which way you want to say it. But many people do not have the full and complete details of the truth and way to life because they didn't suffer. And it's not really the suffering that helps you, but it's being spiritually awakened with the Holy Spirit. That's why they say, I don't know where it says in the Bible because I don't remember. I know the Bible, but again, I can't just call out what scriptures or what and what book and what verse and so on and so on. Okay? I don't have it like that because I have a lot on my plate. I've had to keep myself safe. I've had to try to manage to do things I need to do to remain above water and to remain alive. I've had to try to remain in my son's life. I've had to try to keep myself as clean and as healthy as possible, given what I had to work with and how the devil was attacking me throughout these past 25, 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, 45 years. But mainly, I didn't start feeling the suffering until I was 7. Actually, I lied. Since I was born, I felt the suffering because my mom was not a mom. She was a mum. She was not equipped, established, ready, and prepared. So anyway, before I venture off into all this other unknown territory that you don't understand or won't follow me, I don't want to lose you along the way. But many people, they kind of bow out when it starts becoming too stressful or too hard, too difficult. And when they have to go without. Okay? They don't want to go without their smoking, drinking, drugging, sexing, partying, fucking, sucking, dicking, and licking. So that's what makes them turn back and become pillars of salt. And then they become frozen in time. And they stay right where they are. They become pillars right where they are. Because they don't go the distance. They don't go the extra mile to get to see how Jesus saw and the things he had to endure and go through. Because that's why we're supposed to fast. Now, when I speak on supposed to, not everybody has to fast. It's those that it should be everybody. Because everybody's full of sin, pleasures, desires, selfish, greedy, gluttony, and all those other sins and whatnot of the flesh. The untamed, unequipped, unestablished, undisciplined flesh. Heart, mind, body, and soul. Because if you're not spiritually awakened, nothing is in alignment. You got your heart here, you got your mind there, you got your eyes going everywhere else, you got your body, everything's just every which way, and that's why people feel like they're being pulled in different directions, because they're not in alignment. Their body, they don't have that awakening, that spiritual awakening that is from the depths of your heart and soul. You have to seek within. But many people don't do that. Why? Because they don't, it's like they're afraid of themselves. They don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. Or they don't feel like they're themselves unless they're around people. Because many people were brought up that way. Many people were born to be people pleasers. Many people were born to, not even, but they were raised that way. You know, and because a lot of parents, that's how people were in the past. And it's called, that's the generational curse, really. That's what the generational curses are. They're living for themselves. They're living for the pleasure. They're not doing God's work. They're doing their works. They're doing the works of the devil. Stealing, killing, destroying, taking from people. They're operating based on a flawed and faulty system. And that's because man made it that way. Man made it flawed and faulty since the beginning of time. Or not time, but the beginning of the first man and woman. Okay? When Adam, he already had it in his mind that he was going to deceive God when he asked for a helper in the land. Okay? And Adam became sprung because he was watching the animals mating. You know, the birds and the bees, you know that story, you know? Well, that's where it comes from. When Adam was the first man on earth, and they call him an Adam because he was made from atoms. Get it? From the whatever in the dirt, the air, the land, the earth, everything come together and produced man. It was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it all kind of coagulated and became man. And then, however they made Eve, however, I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet, on how she came into existence. I don't know how she put him into a sleep. I guess maybe that was, maybe when Adam fell into a deep sleep, and maybe it was, because you got to think, you got to put your mind and say, wait a minute, well, how does this happen? Okay, we're given bits and pieces, and we were supposed to put it together, think it through, and process it, and register it to say, oh, okay, that's how it happened. So, I've put a lot of thought into it since I was young. Being that I loved science and math. And I used it in my own internal thinking process after I finished school. And I really stopped school when I was in 8th grade. Because after 8th grade, I really stopped learning. Because the high school that I went to in Bridgeport, Connecticut was like teaching the same thing that I learned in the 7th and 8th grade in Stratford, Connecticut. So those that were in Stratford, Connecticut were a little bit advanced. And then when I went to Bridgeport, their system was kind of behind because it was more population and they had to go at a slower pace. Or their schools were not big enough. Or the kids were not quite learning because they were more focused on their lives of being abused and corrupted and broken and hungry, and the family life was broken back then, was drug related, there was a lot of smokers, drinkers, druggers, people that were sick with all diseases, and they were just not in life. They were not taking care of their kids. They weren't feeding them. They weren't cooking and preparing, and they didn't have the money to survive. They were out dealing drugs or out doing this or out doing that or sleeping or whatever the case may be. Which was basically that. But anyway, I got to get this done because it's getting dark and I'm getting tired. So what did I start with? I was starting on the full and complete details of the truth and way to life, right? What are they? You have, in order to get the truth and way to, the full and complete details of the truth and way to life, you have to start from the beginning of first man and woman. Okay? How do you do that? Well, you either think of Adam and Eve, or you put yourself as the first man and woman on earth back in the beginning when there was only one man and one woman. Okay? And you have to kind of say, oh, wow, the first man and woman. Well, let's see. God had planted everything that was needed. He had prepared the earth before he made man and woman. See, and that's where the people have fallen short in the generations after the first man and woman. Because God had prepared, equipped, established, ready, and prepared the earth for humans to be able to live and survive, right? And the animals, right? Now, he had told them, this is the process, this is what you have to do, you know, and they kind of took it for granted that the fruit trees and the food would always be there. They didn't know that when God said, do not partake of the tree of good and bad knowledge, that they will for surely die. What happened? The stress, the burdens, right? Come on now, right? We're still feeling that. We're still feeling the effects of having kids and then having to stress and struggle about the food, the home, the costs, the clothes, the doctors, the car payment, car insurance, the gas, the personal hygiene, the doctors, the immunizations, which they didn't have back then. But they didn't have the diseases we have now. Because they weren't fucking sucking, dicking, and licking everything in sight. Only each other. Okay? Whereas today you got people fucking animals. You got people fucking this one, that one, this one, that one. Children, disgusting people for years and years and years. Having like 1,000 partners in a 20 or 30 year period or 40 year period. And then you got them people, all them thousands of people that you slept with, and all the people they slept with. Some that slept with 2 or 3 in one night or at a time. Disgusting. And yes, I too almost fell into that. I never slept with 2 at a time, and I won't. I never will. I was asked that if I wanted to, who would the 2 be? But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I don't really want to do that. I know people do that, but I'm like, with what I know about the sickness, infection, and disease. But see, this person asked me at a time where I didn't care. I was giving up because my Duddy, this was in 2004, before I left my apartment at Reflections. And it was with that guy, James Lynn, a.k.a. Lynn. And then one of his friends. And then the rehab person that was a worker in the facility that they were at in recovering addicts. And one of them had a relationship with another. So the other guy that had the relationship with one of the workers that helped him and Lynn get out. Well, God had a plan for James Lynn to use him as the bad guy in my life. To take the place of Richie. Like he was taking the place of Richie in my life as Richie was to my mother. He was the bad guy in my mother's life. But she didn't understand that or didn't know. She thought she was being obedient to God, but she was really being obedient to the devil, because the devil was using her and our family to bring forth the truth and way to life, to correct humanity from from the sinful life that they've all been living, and how they went about life in the wrong order, following the wrong steps, just like Adam and Eve did, just like all the rest of humanity did. So God's got to use a couple that he's chosen, and he's had to pick a few chosen because he knows that the job is not easy. That's a nice purple Challenger. It's like a medium to dark purple. That's nice. I like that. It's like a midnight purple kind of. So anyway, I'm cutting the garlic kind of small because I don't like eating it really big. I mean, I do, but now I'm cutting it a little bit bigger because I'm talking and I'm trying to get done quick because it's getting dark. It's getting dark by 8 o'clock now, so I got like a few minutes. I'm done. Oh, I gotta get the onion. That'll be easy. But here I go, trying to talk a lot without breathing. I don't have much time left on this earth. They're really fucking me over. I don't even know if I want to talk about this anymore. But because I kind of gave up on my education to help my sister out. And, a car alarm somewhere close by at 7:12 p.m. representing Breaking Dawn, actually 1997, the 7, and then Breaking Dawn 1, 2007, and then Breaking Dawn 2, whenever that may happen. If not, if it even does, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. If it does, it's only going to be for fake. Because it ain't going to happen for real. So they may end up making me have to act out what was to be my dream come true kind of thing. It's not a dream anymore. It's become a nightmare. And it's kind of turned me off, and I'm not into it as if I'm like a teenager. No. That's why Katy Perry's song, Teenage Dream, no. It's turned into a nightmare. And the vibe has been killed since I had the spiritual vision in 87, 88. Closer to the end of 87 when I was almost 14, in November of 87. But, in 1988, the dream was already squashed and ruined. When I started having problems with my foster family because of the family that moved into the apartment, into their second floor apartment where we once lived, but then they ended up renting out that second and third floor apartment, and they got the house, the second house after their house. They owned the house, the 3-story house. Then my foster mom's mom lived in the other house right next to them, set in the back. Then there was another little house right over from them, and it was like a smaller one-family, 1-story with a finished basement. That was what the house that my foster family moved into. So while the family that was a part of my sister's aunt sleeping with their father, who was married with children, and they were put in my path because I was to have to suffer the costs and consequences of my sister, of her aunt sleeping with their father. Which it takes two, but they played it off as my sister's aunt Debbie being the bad one. I don't know. I wasn't there when she slept with him. I don't know if it was her that hit on him or if it was him that hit on her. I have no idea. So, whatever the case scenario, I had to pay the costs and consequences of that. So, that's why they hooked me up with my first boyfriend that was a friend of the two kids, of the son and daughter. And he was supposedly half Puerto Rican, half white, or whatever he said. But you could see now that he's really Puerto Rican. But he was kind of like, he acted like a white person. And he looked like he could be a white, like Italian. Well, he didn't say he was white. He said he was Italian. He said his father was Italian. He said that his mom was Puerto Rican and his dad was Italian. I never met his real dad, so I don't know. But anyway, because his mom and dad were separated, and she was with somebody else, which was also, I don't want to talk about them because whatever. But anyway, just to give you a little thing, and then that's how my life went bad. My life went bad before then because I was in foster home anyway without a mom and dad. And I was already molested before I went to foster home. And I was already just sick and tired of being sick and tired of life already because I was tired of the disappointment after disappointment at only 7 years old, 7 to 10 and a half years old. But I held on to hope that, okay, I knew of this thing called foster home. I knew that there was something better. Actually, I didn't know until after. Until my sister's grandmother had her grandfather come pick us up and had talked to us about foster home, because I really didn't want to go back home with my mom because I don't even know if she had a home to go back to, because I think she was about to lose the apartment on Thumb Street. And I think by her not coming home after her shift at City Welfare for 4 hours or 3 hours a day, for 3 or 4 days a week, while she was on welfare, while Richie was draining her of her money. And my mom she was still young. She wasn't ready to be a mom. She wasn't equipped, wasn't established. She wasn't mentally stable and equipped. You know, she had no job, no car, no finances. She didn't have a husband to take care of her or her kid. You know, it just, she went by her body. She let her body lead her, which was wrong. You're supposed to use your brain. Okay, your body is your body to help you live life. You shouldn't allow your body to tell you how to live life or what to do in your life. You're supposed to use your brain for that, and your heart, and the spirit, really, the Holy Spirit. But anyway, which means your brain is supposed to ask your heart within, okay, well, if I do this, or what do I have to do to live? Like I did. When my mom rejected me when I was 16, she did it twice. When I was 15 and a half, then she did it again when I was like 16 and a half. God kept sending me back to her to give her chance after chance, and she chose to hold on to hate and vengeance and grudges, and it destroyed her family with Richie and whatever, and it destroyed her other two kids that were in foster home and adoption that she had by Richie, and it also destroyed me and my sister and our lives and our futures. And then our children that we had by people we were not in love with, people that we were with only from my situation, I was working, living on my own, but then I had to quit Dunkin' Donuts because it was robbed twice, and I was without a job. Then I had to get another job at a grocery store. That was only part-time, couple of hours, like 20, 22 hours a week, not even $100 a week. And my rent was $140. I had 2 cats. I had myself to eat, to feed, and my cats to feed. Cat litter, personal hygiene, laundry. A little bit of bus money sometimes to either get to work so I didn't have to walk, or because I had to take the bus to work on days when I was working 2 jobs, and I was still at Stop and Shop, and then I started working for Dunkin' Donuts, because when I was so when I got off from work at Dunkin' Donuts, working the afternoon shift, and the 12 to 6 shift, I would have to leave there to run right out of the bus, run right across the street to catch the bus to go to Stop and Shop and work about 4 or 5 hours. From either 6 to 10, 6 to 11, 6 to 12, whatever. Or 7 to 11 or whatever. So, and then I would have to walk home. And that would take me about half an hour, 40 minutes. Or sometimes 20, depending on how fast or how, whatever. Or if I was carrying groceries, like the time when I overdrafted my account and I bought pots and pans and I bought, but then that was the time when I lived right across the street from Stop and Shop. And I fell asleep and left the leg quarters and the potatoes in the oven all night. I wake up, I said, oh shit, I'm surprised it wasn't on fire. And what happened, the chicken burnt out to a hollow crisp. The same thing with the potato. I'm surprised it didn't catch on fire. I'm surprised. So anyway, I don't even know why I bought the fucking pots and pans. All I needed to do was buy aluminum foil and the food. I don't know why I bought the pots and pans. I wasn't thinking. I just wanted food. Because I wanted mashed potatoes. But then I couldn't afford the milk, the butter, salt, pepper, all that stuff, right? So I overdrafted my account like a good $50. And then the $25 back then per thing, or 20 it was, I think, or something like that. So anyway, I didn't want to talk about that. But anyway. I hate my daddy. Anyway, I've gone all through this. I've gone through all this over and over again. But then I didn't even get to eat healthy food because I was never home long enough to be able to eat anything or even make pasta. Because I had to sleep, I had to take showers, take care of my cats, feed them and clean their litter boxes, give them some love and spend time with them. And then either had to deal with my sister or her boyfriend, or my child molester, or whatever it was. Then I had to also buy makeup for my skin. That wasn't like personal hygiene. It wasn't just soap, laundry soap, detergent. It wasn't just my soap and my body soap and my hair conditioner and shampoo. I had to buy makeup, the cream and the foundation, liquid and powder, because I had a few sores, which was from a combination of my poor health, my periods, being dehydrated, eating a lot of sugar, because I ate a lot of candy bars from the checkout, or when at Walgreens, they would have them on sale, three to four for $1. Okay, they were 3 for $1, but then with the coupons in the newspaper or the store paper, you'd be able to get 4 for $1. And that God would put on sale for me for like 2 weeks out of the month to help me have an extra candy bar. But then, sometimes, and that was only $1, so I got to spend $2 on eating a day. And it wasn't every day, but I would eat like a couple candy bars a day, or 3 or 4. Sometimes I would eat some in the morning and some at night because I needed to recoup my energy. I poked myself with a knife. So anyway, and that's why I lost my gallbladder. Eating that, and then at Dunkin' Donuts, eating a lot of donuts and rolls and croissants and bagels. And that was only bagel and cream cheese or butter. I very rarely had the money to buy a sandwich back then, only being $1.50. We'd get one while we were, like, being an employee, we would be able to get one sandwich a week for $1.50. But then any after that, we'd have to pay full price with the bacon, egg, and cheese, or the ham, egg, and cheese, or whatever, and that got costly. And I wasn't really a big meat eater, even though there are times I did like them. Especially being able to make them myself. Because you know how to make them, you know how to run the machines, you know how to cook everything. And back then, that was when we were using real eggs, and we had to break the egg, put it in the little microwavable container, spray a little bit of butter, and then be able to make the egg in the microwave. But a lot of the times it would pop because we had the rush. We had so many customers. 7:26. Oh, shut up. I gotta cut up my onion and then go make some food to use my spaghetti sauce. Weren't they just over there? Those were the same two people. Yeah, see, it's them. So I know who's following me. I know who's on detail. It's two Spanish people. Because they were just behind me. I just saw them and I'm thinking, okay. But they did it again. So it's a Spanish boy and a girl. Mom and son, or two persons in the gang, I don't know. But anyway. So, my garlic is all cut up. It's a lot, but I need it for my health, my immunity, to help my skin heal. I need to get an onion. Yes, Walmart, I'm going. What was my balance? It came to $2.88. $2 for the ice cream, and the apple was 88 cents. Came to $2.75 plus 13 cents tax, $2.88. And I checked out at 17:55 and 51 seconds. Then, and it would have been 17:56, so that would have equaled 17:30, which is 1973, the year my stalker was born. But anyway, 187 represents me, my age, 13 to 14 years old. $2 with tax, because there was no tax on the apple, only the ice cream. So the 13 cents was the tax on, see, look at this. 187 was 1987 when I was 13 to 14 years old, before or after November. Then 13 cents tax, there you go. Then you got the 88 cents when I was 14, going on 15, at the end of 88. So then anyway, then the total was $2.75, represents 2007 at 5 o'clock a.m. 2007, Breaking Dawn 1 ended just before 5 o'clock, because he made me late for work. And then 288 represents how it was supposed to be me and him, because that I had the spiritual vision of my once thought possible soulmate, and he came into my life for real in 1992, but I didn't really get to see his face in 92, except when I overheard the conversation between his brother Misha and our school teachers at Park City Alternative down by Seaside and University of Bridgeport. Anyway, when I overheard him describing him to the teachers, I knew who he was talking about, and I knew it involved me and this certain somebody, because he said they look alike, they look like they'll make a good couple. I'm thinking to myself, okay, thinking about that, and I'm like, oh my God, that sounds like my spiritual vision. And I'm thinking, no, this can't be. But it happened because he had came to the school. His brother Misha had his brother Mike come to the school to check me out. And they followed me when I was walking from school to my job downtown Bridgeport at Cajun Joe's. And because I had a skirt on, I had like a light turquoise, like a seafoam color, like, you know, like a, not a white, but it was like a light, it was kind of like this, but dull. It wasn't this. This is a good version, but it wasn't this dark, this vibrant. It was lighter than this, but it was this shade, but lighter. like an Easter color lighter of this. Not like a whatever the thing is. I don't know. But let me tell the story. So anyway, it was a kind of rainy day, like they had played out in Twilight Saga. Twilight Zone. That's what I've been living my whole life, Twilight Zone, over and over again. Anyway, repeat after repeat. Twilight Saga. When Edward is in the parking lot next to the car, the school parking lot, and then Emmett is also there, and he goes, "She's not one of us," meaning you can't get with her now. And Bella was walking in the rain, but she had a rain jacket on. I didn't have a rain jacket on, but I had on like a hoodie, I think it was, because I had on a white t-shirt, and then I can't remember what kind of hoodie I had on. I can't remember. I don't know if it was a hoodie or... Yeah, it was a hoodie because I didn't have my coat yet. I didn't have my Bulldog's coat or my Husky's jacket yet. I had a Hoya's Bulldog overcoat, like that you put over your head. And then I think I got that in 93 when I started working for Stop and Shop. Well, sometime in 92. But it was more so in 93. I think that's when I got it. Because then Khalid Sadi bought me my Huskies. My Connecticut Huskies coat. Which is the same one where you went over your head, and it was like one of them, but I can't remember what they called them. But those were I missed them. But then I also liked the leather coat I bought myself for Christmas in 1996. The Christmas of 96. And that was when I was cooking. Because that's when I was working at Cablevision and I had money. My checks were like $1,100 every 2 weeks. Well, I don't know if it was take home. I think it was... Yeah, no, it was, because it was. Not in the beginning. Like after my 30 or 60 or 90 days, I got paid for double time and a half if I worked on a holiday. Man, them checks were sweet. The thing is, I didn't pay Joe back the $500 that he helped me out with when he first moved in and offered to help me when he found out I was behind in my rent, because that was how God was. And I caught him because he was at my child molesters. He went to see my mom and meet my mom, I guess, and he went downstairs, or I don't know how he met him somehow. But I went over to see my mommy, and I stopped over my child molesters for some reason. And who do I find sitting there talking to them? Was Joe. I'm like, what? And the funny thing is, my child molester's name was Walter Bennett, a.k.a. Big Red, but then his roommate, his name was Joe, and he was a small old Italian guy, but he was also a pedophile or a perpetrator. He figured that I was 17, 18 years old, whatever, at the time. Well, yeah, when I was staying with my child molester. So I had to not only deal with my child molester, but I had to deal with him trying to get a piece of me too. And it almost happened because I needed a place to stay. You know, I couldn't afford to go on my own yet. I had to save money. And then because of them putting me in situations I didn't want to be in, I had to leave. So I would stay out shopping or browsing at the stores, and then I'd go put clothes on layaway. And of course, they were clothes that were not, because the stores that were out then were all like hood clothes, thug clothes. They weren't business type clothes. So I think the closest thing I came to getting a business type clothes was that outfit, that short outfit. It was like what the girl wore on the Mobsters game, the Mafia, I forgot the name of it, the Mafia Wars or whatever that Facebook game was. And you know how the Italian girl was in that pinstripe suit with the hat and the gun? Well, I had a short suit, a short set suit type thing like that. And I wore it one time when I was at work at Dunkin' Donuts, but I wasn't working. I wasn't on the clock. I was just stopping in as a customer. I never got to leave because it was really busy and I had to help them out. So, and it remained busy from maybe 4 to 5 o'clock at night till my shift at midnight. I didn't get to go home. In fact, I didn't even get to drink my cup of tea that I made in a sandwich or a donut or whatever. I had to help them because it was really, really busy through the intake from the customers walking in and the drive-through. So anyway, it got so busy and I didn't get to leave. So I had to work my shift in that outfit. So when the management came in the morning, like, Sherry, why aren't you in? She was like a Filipino, I can't remember what kind of, her American name was Kim, but her last name was Njuyen or something, Juin. It was Ngyen, something like that. It was hard to pronounce. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. But she was short, skinny, and she was a smoker. She had frizzy, curly hair, like nappy, frizzy, curly hair. And she goes, Shetty, why you not in your uniform? And I'm like, Kim, it was busy. I go, look at the sales. She goes, oh, yeah, we look busy. She goes, okay, don't let that happen again or something like that. And I'm like, I didn't get a chance to leave. They were busy. I had to help out. I forgot who was working with Luz. Her name was Luz, L-U-Z, but she had a different name, but she went by that name. I don't know what her real name was. But anyway. So, man, oh my God. I just thought of something. Oh my God, I just thought of something that I did that I'm embarrassed about. Because I think I was planning on going to a Bon Jovi concert. I had planned to take the day off. I was going to get the tickets because I was going to have the guy named Joe that lived with my child molester. I was going to have him drive me to the concert. But I knew that wasn't going to work out. Then I was thinking maybe I could take the train and go out that way to New Haven where the concert was. Or was supposed to be, but then he ended up canceling. And I took the day off, and I think what I did, I think I tried to call somebody to take my shift. Or I called somebody to come in. I don't know. But anyway, I think I was working late. And I think I called them late at night. I'm just thinking I don't know. But anyway, what was I talking about before? It was about just how I ended up being on my own, and my mom rejected me. My daddy wasn't there. He was above and behind the scenes playing Duddy Devil, Darth Vader, Puppet Master, Troublemaker, Asshat, all of the above. And he was the culprit of all these bad things happening to me. So I wasn't able to live my life. Yeah, I was working, but when I started working, I couldn't do anything on my own because he kept putting people in my path. My sister, her boyfriends, their friends, and getting me involved and trying to get, what he was trying to do is play out the same story of my mommy and him, my mommy and my daddy, and he was trying to get my attention. But I didn't want him to get my attention because I was angry with him. Of how he got my mommy pregnant, how he was not around to be my daddy and help my mom out, and he wasn't there to make sure I had food and a bath every night and clean clothes and got my teeth brushed and get braces for my teeth and just a lot of things went through my head. I'm like, and then I knew who he was and I knew of him. I didn't quite know what he looked like, but I figured, okay, he had to look like me because my aunt said, look, she looks just like him. She's a spitting image of him. Don't lie to her, blah, 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 because my aunt had a crush on him back in her day, but he didn't like her. He got with my mommy because she was wild just like him. My aunt was more of the kind of more conservative, independent kind of person where, ow, my stomach. Oh, my stomach. I got to get an onion to cut up so I can have my spaghetti sauce with more pasta so my spaghetti sauce don't go to waste. Oh, my stomach, I'm getting pain. My phone is only 20% now, so they drained it like, oh, you fucking motherfuckers, I swear to God. And I have nowhere to go to use my other phone off the Wi-Fi because I can't go to the library now because it's late, it's dark. I can't stay there now, even though they were closed. I usually stay there from 5 to like 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I either go eat or I go to the gym and shower or whatever. But I can't even do that now. My phone's 20%. I can't charge it with my car. You know, you're a fucktard, man. Go to fucking hell, man. Go fuck off. I gotta get an onion because it's dark. And this apple is for tomorrow, for my oatmeal. Yep, there they go, the buggies trying to get in my carrots already. Get out of there, buggies. Get the fuck out. So I gotta spray. I gotta find my bottle, my bug spray, and spray that over there. So I could, like, make a perimeter that they can't get over. Then they'll start to crawl on top of the fucking headliner and then drop it to get to me. They're fucking smart, man. They strategize, man. They ain't stupid. These bugs ain't stupid. They think, believe me. They have a brain in that little fucking body of theirs. Yes, Walmart, thank you for letting me hang with y'all for the day. Thank you. And now I gotta spend another $10 on more fucking bug spray. Fucktards. Oh, well, I made a partial. I made like an L shape. Because I don't want to use the rest of it. Oh, shit, I forgot about my radishes. And my salad dressing. My Catalina. Shit. Shenanigans. Alright, they just stay off now. You motherfuckers. I gotta cut the onion up now, man. This is fucking a joke, yo. So anyway, I gotta go because I gotta go post. I'll finish talking about this, but people, you gotta know the full and complete details of the truth and way to life. It's getting dark. I gotta go. 7:43. See, I was born at 7:42 and it's getting dark. Peace out. I'll talk to you later. Don't kill each other, okay? Stop the killing. Stop the violence. That's not gonna solve anything. Because we lost a good one. They took out a good one. I don't believe he's gone. I think it was a staged thing. I don't think he's gone. Just like I don't think Robin Williams and Matthew Perry and all the other people we lost, I don't think they're gone. I think they may be dead from their celebrity status, but I think they're still alive, but they're just not in the limelight. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I left my car in the... Oh, my fucking jeez. That's what they were trying to alert me to. I left my key in the on position when I opened up. Damn, that was like that for a long motherfucking time. That was like that for a long, long time. For like 2 hours it was like that. Jesus Christ, man. I can't go down to Boynton right now. I'm not driving. I gotta drive my car now. And they made me go through a fucking quarter of a tank of gas. This gas is gonna last me for the next 5 days. You know that, right? I'm not putting no more gas in 5 to like 6 more days, 7 more days. I'm almost broke again. And I've got 2 weeks to go. I've got enough food. I got my potatoes, my pasta. I gotta eat these carrots. I gotta have a carrot. I gotta peel a carrot and eat some tonight. Along with a little bit of spaghetti to use as sauce with the onion and garlic. So I gotta get another onion. But I gotta go. My phone is dead almost. It's less than 20%. Just seek within. Get in tune with God, with nature. And I'm not talking about going on camping trips in the woods, in the forest, because it's dangerous. Do not put your kids in that kind of dangerous situation, because they're not equipped and established. They think it's fun. You make it seem fun to them when it's not. It's a very dangerous. See, that's why you are very separated from life. You are very disconnected. You're disassociated. You don't understand. You're taking for granted how life is so easy. But it's not. It's also difficult, but it's easy. And you are all worried about money, 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 money. Money is not the answer. Money is the root of all evil. Okay? You will begin to see this as God is changing, is bringing forth change to help solve the problems in which humanity face. And eventually it's going to result in a paradise on earth the way God intended it to be, before Adam and Eve sinned, and before all of you copycats came about and came after and repeated the same old, expecting a different result, not knowing what was wrong or how to fix it or correct it, or not knowing the right way from the beginning. And you all fumbled, stumbled, and tumbled all over yourselves and each other. You got to stop fumbling, stumbling, and tumbling all over yourselves and each other. Otherwise, you're going to get the same old result. Bye, I got to go.